May I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? At this time, I'd like to invite you to stand. Kindly remove your hats for the presentation of colors and the singing of the national anthem. And please remain standing until the colors leave the field today. Presentation of the colors today are presented by the Marietta Air Force Junior ROTC. The U.S. flag is being presented by Cadet Second Lieutenant Ansel. The U.S. rifle is being presented by Cadet Second Lieutenant Hudson. The Air Force flag is being presented by Cadet Airman Randolph. The Air Force rifle is being presented by Cadet Second Lieutenant McCarter. And the Georgia flag is presented by Cadet Second Lieutenant Milton. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, and whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets crackling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
I've never actually seen one. I've heard some of I just haven't actually watched
Marcus Calhoun, number 21, Kyle Beasley, and number 27, Brandon Smith. The captains for the Marietta Blue Devils today, number 21, Jace Arnold, number 33, Melvin Alexander, number 53, Jake Maggard, and number 59, Robert Thomas. Marietta has won the toss and has deferred to the second half.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to all those at home watching this first round playoff game between the home team Marietta Blue Devils and the Newton Rams. It is a first round matchup between the number 2 team in, Region 7A, Marietta. 4-7A. The number 17 team in the state at 7A is hosting the Newton Rams, and they are the number 26 team in 7A football. I will be broadcasting today by myself. My name is Lindsay L.T. Melton. For those of you who are not used to the broadcast and have not seen before, I am a Marietta alum, but I will be calling the game objectively as per the rules of the playoffs. I'm hoping to see a nice matchup between two playoff teams who are both looking to continue their season as the unfortunate one will be going home for the rest of the year. And the winner will be moving on to the second round. Marietta kicks the ball off, and it is returnable. The Rams return it. There is a big hole and a nice stiff arm. He is still up. And looks like number 6, Ty J. Clark, with an opening kickoff return that takes the ball all the way to the Newton 48. So the Rams will take over 1st and 10 from their own 48 with excellent field position. Rams may be a little short-handed, as there was a bit of a kerfuffle last week with several players getting involved in fisticuffs at the end of the game. Rams come out in a little bit of a pistol with, looks like, quads to the left. And they hand it off up the middle. And after a nice run of about 7 yards by Zion Johnson. So Johnson sets them up with a 2nd and 4. And they are into Marietta territory. Hand it off again to Zion up the middle. And he gets a first down, moving the chains. Giving the Rams a first down at the Marietta 42.
Tackle made by Charles Hill, 26.
Rams take their time, drop back, and that ball is overthrown and deflected. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Looks like quarterback Deron Benson with a little bit of an overthrow. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. This chilly Saturday afternoon. We got trips to the right of the formation. And they hand it off again to Zion, who is met immediately by a member of the Marietta defense. Looks like number 26, Charles Hill. That's going to make it 3rd and 9. out with trips to the left of the formation, single receiver on the right side of the formation in shotgun formation. Marietta is in there, comes out with 3 down linemen. They bring pressure, and the pass is incomplete. And it looks like we will get our first look at the Rams punt team. Looks like the Marietta defense is more in a safe formation. There's some confusion as to who is supposed to be on the field and who is off. They do punt the ball off. And the ball is downed at the 3-yard line. So a beautiful punt by the Rams sets up Marietta with its back to its own end zone. Nine minutes and 39 seconds on the clock. The Blue Devils will have their work cut out for them, 97 yards away from pay dirt. And looks like Daniel Gray is getting the start today at quarterback for the Blue Devils. They have a bit of a 2-quarterback situation. And a handoff up the middle to running back Jalen Frazier, who gets about 4 yards on the carry and gives a little breathing room for the Marietta offense. And Marietta is huddling, something that is not familiar to the Marietta offense. They've huddled more this year than they have in previous years under head coach Morgan. And a handoff outside. Big hole. And number 7, Jeremiah Frederick, picks up a first down for the Marietta Blue Devils. And the ball is down at the Marietta 16-yard line, or maybe 15 3/4. So Marietta comes out tight formation with 3 receivers to the right of the formation in the pistol, sends a man in motion. And they hand it up the middle. And that is a big hole, and that is a long run, and that looks like a touchdown unless the turf monster gets him. And the turf monster did not get him. So Jalen Frazier with the long touchdown run. I believe that was 84 yards. And so Marietta takes an early lead. And as you see on the replay, just broke out, and then basically from that moment right here, he's gone. He is sayonara shouting. And with the extra point by Ben Parrott, the Marietta Blue Devils take a 7-0 lead with 8:16 left in the first quarter. And so now the Newton Rams will look to answer. I am anticipating a different look from the Marietta kickoff team, as the last kickoff was returned almost to the midfield. Looks to kick off, and this kick goes in the end zone. So the Newton Rams will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 80 yards from pay dirt. Pretty decent crowd here for a Saturday playoff game. You know, a lot of people at home watching the big college football games. Appreciate y'all tuning in. To the audience that is tuning in, thank you very much. We appreciate y'all spending time with us here on this good Saturday afternoon. So the Rams come out with no backs in the backfield. They send a man in motion. It is, and he is met immediately by Demarion West. He said, "To the east, my brother, to the east, my brother, to the east, my brother, to the east." That makes it 2nd and 14 for the Newton Rams. And they again come out in 5 wide. There is a false start called on the Newton Rams. And that's going to back them up to 2nd and 19. Be honest with you, there's a bit of a battle of the bands going between the two schools. I am very surprised by the Newton Rams getting involved in the battle, seeing as how their offense is in the middle of the battle. I mean, it's a good battle of the bands, but if I was the Newton band, I would not be engaging in the battle right now with my offense on the field. Zion again in motion. Marietta brings pressure, and it is almost intercepted. Number 11, Nakari Ashley, with the Nano. Gets a Matumbo at the line of scrimmage that could have been a pick 6. And so it is 3rd and forever ever for the Newton Rams. Come out again in 5 wide. Some very wide splits from the Newton offensive line. Marietta brings pressure, and a man is wide open downfield. Looks like number 11, Keon Davis, with about a 30-yard, not quite 30-yard reception. 27 yards. Gives Newton the first down at the Newton 47-yard line. Look at he's wide open. Nice catch, beautiful catch. And the Rams come out in that 5 wide set again. They bring Zion in motion. They hand it off to him, and he is met again in the backfield by Nakari Ashley and a host of others. Namely, number 33, Melvin Alexander, with the help. But there were a host of Blue Devils surrounding, including number 26, Charles Hill. Going to make it 2nd and long for the Rams. From their own 42, they come out again in 5 wide. Hoping to spread the Blue Devils out. Quarterback drops back. He's under pressure again. And he throws out of bounds. So, smart decision. By quarterback Darren Benson. And as the sun comes from behind the clouds, the temperature feels a little better. So Benson and Johnson in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Benson drops back, throws it deep, and it is almost picked off by number 19, Joseph Mosley. Joe Mo to those that know him best. looks like number 30, Ahmad Lane, is lining up to punt for the Rams. The Blue Devils bring pressure. Punt has gotten off and caught immediately. And down by number 5, Devin Clark. So the Blue Devils, after holding, despite that long pass to start the drive off from the Rams, they hold, force a punt, and take over from their own 27-yard line. And quarterback Daniel Gray is back on the field. He rotates some with Chase McCravey at the quarterback position. Marietta has a bit of a two-headed quarterback monster. Got twins to the left, shotgun formation. There was a false start. That was number 7, Jeremiah Frederick. And so that will back the Blue Devils up 5 yards. So once again, the Marietta Blue Devils are in the newly familiar huddle. They come out with trips to the left of the formation with the H-back, and they throw it to number 11, Nakari Ashley, who stiff arms a man and is still up. And with that stiff arm and with some chugging of the legs, he gives the Marietta Blue Devils a first down on this drive. And here we have on the instant replay, a little play action, toss to him, and then just great downfield blocking by Jeremiah Frederick. That allows for Ashley to complete the Rick roll and gives Marietta a first down on the 39. Shotgun formation, Frederick goes in motion. They hand it up the middle to Frazier, who gets 2 yards. He's gonna make it 2nd and 8. And Marietta calls its first timeout of the half, with 4:56 left in the first quarter. Feels like the Blue Devils have a chance to really seize the momentum in this game with the touchdown drive here, especially considering that the Rams have had some difficulty moving the ball. Have really had 2 big plays, 1 special teams and 1 big pass, and have not had much success other than that. Gray comes out and with twins on both sides of the formation. Send the man in motion. And they go screen the other way. And it's picked. And that is a great play by number 51, Rayshawn Perry. Makes a great pick and gives the Rams back the ball in Marietta territory. And they tried to screen, and he tipped it up. I believe he tipped it to himself. And so Newton takes over, 1st and 10 on the Marietta 36-yard line. They go quick screen that, and Nakari Ashley is ready immediately. Looks like number 3, Marcus Calwise, was wrapped up before he even caught the ball almost. Here we have on the replay, they go with the quick screen, and as soon as he catches the ball, the Marietta defense is right there. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Benson and Zion in the backfield with 3 wide receivers to the left. And they go toss to Zion, who gets outside and gets about 4 yards on the play. And it feels like if he hadn't got tripped up, he might still be running. Got to the outside of the defense, but good pursuit from Carson Snipes. Or I think that was Jordan Catlin. And Rams come out in that 5 wide again, leaving Benson by himself in the backfield. Benson drops back, has a man wide open, and looks like number 10, Elijah Turner, picks up a first down for the Rams. And Isaiah Sanders with the maybe touchdown saving tackle for the Blue Devils. Benson winds up in that 5 wide. Zion comes in motion, and they toss it to him the other way. And he is wrapped up after about a 2-yard gain. Looks like Jordan Catlin again wraps him up. So the Rams come out, shotgun, trips to the left. And they roll to the left. An incomplete pass was a little too high for number 13, Gabriel Williams.
Broken up by Melvin Alexander.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Newton offense.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 to Newton.
And they come out and shotgun again with trips to the left. 1 wide receiver on the right. Benson drops back. Marietta brings pressure, and he just gets the ball away before Charles Hill picks up a sack. Good job by Benton to get rid of the ball. Good pressure from the Marietta defense. See if we're going to see a field goal attempt from the Newton special teams today. Looks like we are not. Looks like Benson and the offense are staying on the field. Out, looks like quad to the left, and Zion by himself on the right. And they just beat the delay of game. And it is an incomplete pass on 4th down, knocked down by DB Devin Clark. And so the Marietta Blue Devils hold on 4th down and take over from on their own 29-yard line. Excuse me, 24-yard line. Got 2 backs in the backfield. And they hand it off up the middle. And another big run by Russell, as they call him Bay. Bay. And he goes 76 yards for the second Marietta touchdown of the day. Gives the Blue Devils a 13-0 run, 13-0 lead. And with 1:51 left in the first quarter, Ben Parrott will attempt to make it 14-0. And the extra point is good. And the Blue Devils lead 14-0 at home in this first round playoff game. And as you see here, he broke out and it was gone. Once again, both touchdown runs come on long runs where the running back just breaks out and is pretty much untouched once he passes that second line or that front seven. And the Newton Rams will have to answer here on this drive, I would think, because the Marietta offense has been humming. And the kick is not in the end zone. It's a returnable kick. And he breaks outside to the outside. And there's a flag on the play that looks like that is probably going to be a hold on the Newton kickoff return team. But another good return by Zion Johnson, but looks like this one will be coming back. And it is a hold on the Rams return team, as the Marietta student section reminds them that they are not allowed to do that. So after a pretty good return, the Rams will take it over on the 21st yard line. Got trips to the right of the formation with Zion in the backfield with Johnson. Actually, 4 wide receivers to the right side of the formation. And they hand it to Zion, and he is wrapped up immediately by a host of Blue Devils, namely Malachi Sanders. Looks like Big Broderick Tommy was in on that tackle, as well as Charles Hill. Called his name quite a bit today. So the Rams huddle up after the 1 yard loss. Going to make it 2nd and 11 with 1:11 left in the first quarter. And they hand it off again to Zion Johnson, who is wrapped up again by Malachi Sanders. And so that is going to make it 3rd and 8. And looks like there's some substitution going on. Jeremiah Joseph is subbed out for Sean Tompkins on the offensive line there. And Benson breaks the huddle with 9, 8, 7, 6 left on the play clock. 5, 4, 3, 2. They do get the snap off. Hand it off to Zion up the middle. And Broderick Tommy wraps him up after a minimal yard, looks like about 3 or 4 yard gain. And it looks like the half will end with Marietta holding on to a 14-0 lead over the visiting Newton Rams. And while we are in between quarters, just want to go over some notes about the game. This is the first meeting between the two teams. The Newton Rams come in averaging almost 120 yards on the ground a game. They finished their last game with 330 yards rushing. The Blue Devils basically lost their region championship game on the road. I forgot who they played. North Paulding. So they are now they were the second team in the region, obviously, and that is why they are hosting the game today. And so we will see another punt from the Rams, barring some chicanery. And the punt is off. And it looks like Marietta does not even have anybody back to return. And the Marietta defense has been quite stout today.
31-yard line, Marietta will take over, 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line.
And the Blue Devils offense will benefit with decent field position, starting on their own 31-yard line. So Daniel Gray will come out with Jalen Frazier in the backfield. Twins to the left. And they go play action. They roll out. And he has a man. And Devin Clark with the short reception for about 2 yards. So the Blue Devils go with a little bit of play action there, but the Rams defense was all over it. Devin Clark got the minimal gain, and the Blue Devils go back to the huddle. So Marietta comes out with twins on both sides of the formation. Frazier in the backfield. They hand it off to him again, and once again he breaks a big run. And Jalen Frazier with a lead block from Jeremiah Frederick goes on a huge run into Newton territory. And the Blue Devils have a first down on the Newton 37-yard line. And the Marietta run game has shown up today. Just breaking big run after big run. And the Blue Devils come out with trips to the right. Dakari Ashley at halfback. And they hand it off again to Frazier, who has another big hole. The Marietta offensive line is clearing holes today. Looks like a lead block from number 55, Cole Davis, or number 55, Jack Stouffer. Not sure. And they hand it off to Ashley on the sweep. And he gets maybe to the line of scrimmage. He did not get to the line of scrimmage. He lost a yard. It's going to make it 3rd and 5.5, 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 5 for Marietta. Ball spotted on the 33-yard line.
Feels like the Rams defense will have to hold here if they don't want to lose touch. And Daniel Gray goes and rolls to the right and completes the pass to Dakari Ashley, but does not get the first down, as I believe he got to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down for no gain.
And we will see if the punt team comes out for Marietta or if they leave the offense on the field. It looks like the offense is staying on the field. Trips to the right. And Daniel Gray drops back. He's got a man. And that is an incomplete pass. Tempted to get it to Jeremiah Frederick. But that was good coverage. From, I believe, I don't have a number for that kid. So Newton's defense holds on 4th down, comes out on the Marietta 33-yard line, trips right. Zion Johnson in the backfield again. And Bennett pulls it down. Excuse me, Benson. Pulls it down and gains about 7 yards on the quarterback scramble. So the Newton offense gets positive yards on 1st down, makes it 2nd and short from the Marietta 41, from their own 41-yard line. And they hand it again, and Zion is wrapped up in the backfield by number 33, Melvin Alexander. So 7:19, 7:18, 7:17 left in the first half. The Newton Rams face a 3rd and short to keep this drive alive. They hand it off, and Zion Johnson squeaks by and gets the 1st down. Wrapped up after a 1-yard gain by number 12, Jordan Catlin. I apologize to anybody's baby if I'm saying your child name wrong. So Rams come out, shotgun, twins on both sides. And they hand it off again. And they get some running room. And that looks like number 4, Jamarcus Presley, with the big run. A little shake and bake out of the backfield. Breaks a nice run off to the left side here. Right there. Woo, woo. Excuse me. Woo, excuse me. Nice run, nice run. And they come out. Rams are back in the offset pistol. Twins on both sides of the formation. And Benson hands it off again to Presley, who is churning and gets about 5 or 6 yards on that carry. And the Rams offense is showing life and moving the ball on this Marietta defense, which to this point had been pretty stout. And the Rams offense looks like it's starting to click. Second and 5 from the Marietta 38. They come out and 5 wide again. Benson drops back. Marietta brings pressure. He gets the ball out. And number 13, Gabriel Williams, makes the catch for another Rams 1st down. So the Rams are threatening the Marietta defense just a few yards away from the red zone. They come out with trips to the right. And Benson drops the ball. And he still gets the ball out. And that's going to be a personal foul on number 33, Melvin Alexander. After Gabriel Williams was down, the referee had called it down. And a body slam from Melvin Alexander is going to give the Newton Rams 15 yards. The Marietta home crowd does not like that call. But the whistle had blown, and he was down. They can't say I wasn't objective. I have to be, that's the rules. So the Newton Rams now have the ball on the Marietta 23, come out in that 5-wide formation. Benson drops back. And number 11 comes up with a highly contested catch. That's Keon Davis. Charles Hill was right there and was very close to ripping the ball out, but was unsuccessful. And so Mr. Davis puts them in a nice position with a 5-yard catch on first down, make it 2nd and 5 from the 16, from Marietta 19. Benson in that 5-wide again. And there was a false start. I believe that was number 13, Gabriel Williams, with the false start. It was definitely one of the wide receivers. That's going to move that right back. And so it looks like we're going to be at 2nd and 10. Or it looks like 2nd and 11. Maybe that was 4 yards on that last catch. So that 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd and 11. Seems about the only thing that's went wrong for the Rams on this drive was that penalty. They come out in the pistol formation with 4 wide receivers to the left. And they toss it to Johnson, who is wrapped up in the backfield by Nakari Ashley. He tried to cut it back, and it looked like he had some room, but Nakari Ashley stayed home and was able to avoid the block of Darren Benson and make the tackle for a huge loss. See, right here, he has no room there. Nice cutback, but Nakari Ashley avoids Benson and wraps him up in the backfield. So Benson is again in the 5-wide. And he looks left, looks right, and Marietta gets him. He is sacked in the backfield by number 12, Jordan Catlin. And that's going to bring 4th and forever ever. And it looks like we will see the Newton Rams come out with another punt after what looked like a very promising drive. And Ashley was also there bringing pressure. The Marietta defense has a bend but don't break drive and will take over with just over 2 minutes left. That is a nice punt. Nice punt. Another nice punt by Ahmad Lane that will have Marietta again in the shadow of its own end zone on the, 4-yard line? 3-yard line? Yes, on the Marietta 3-yard line. So with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half and a 14-0 lead, it will be quite interesting to see what the Marietta Blue Devils attempt to do with this last 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. They in a tight formation, and they do hand it off, and a nice cut back. Gets about a yard worth of breathing room from Jalen Frazier. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9, and the Marietta offense does not seem to be in any hurry. Looks like the goal of this drive is to get a first down and maybe take some, not victory formation, but take some first half knees. And again, they hand the ball off the middle. And the Newton Rams take a timeout. And so, and looks like there is a Newton Ram who is on the ground.
Correction. Timeout by Newton. That is their first timeout of the half. Second.
So as the trainers attend to the player on the field, read some notes about our two schools here. The Newton Rams have been around since 1949. They are a very run-heavy team. They have come into this game having won 3 in a row after starting the season off 3-4. That includes a win over Parkview. The Rams come in averaging about 25 carries per game as opposed to 15 passes per game. Some of their famous alums are the rapper/singer Black, Dale Carter, who played at Tennessee and spent some time in the NFL, and Jake Reed, who played for the Minnesota Vikings. These teams have one common opponent, and that's Powder Springs High School. And a play-action pass is incomplete. Goes through the hands of Jeremiah Frederick. And the Marietta punt team will come out after the Newton Rams defense holds them to a 3-and-out. And I can say Powder Springs High School because they're not playing here, so I don't have to be objective when it comes to them. I have to be objective with these two teams. And the punt is almost blocked. And taken on one hop with a huge return as number 3, Marcus Cowwise, puts the Newton Rams in wonderful position with 1 minute and 14 seconds left. The field position game has worked out so far, as after that punt, they were able to hold the Blue Devils to a 3-and-out and get the ball back on the Marietta 21-yard line. They come out with trips to the left. The nice pass, but it is for a very short gain as Gabriel Williams is wrapped up almost immediately by Malachi Sanders for a loss of about 1 yard. So the Rams start this drive off moonwalking, going the wrong way, so to speak. And another low snap. Benson is rolling to the right, gets the pass complete. And Williams is able to get out of bounds and stop the clock after about a 5-yard gain. It's going to make it 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd or 7. So with 38 seconds left and only one timeout, Rams were able to stop the clock, and Benson drops back, rolls left, and that looks like a fumble. I believe that there is a flag on the play. Currently, it looks like a fumble was recorded by Jordan Catlin of the Marietta Blue Devils. It may be a intentional grounding. It is an intentional grounding on Deron Benson. He was under a great deal of pressure from Nakari Ashley of the Marietta Blue Devils. And so that is not a fumble, but that is a intentional grounding. And that brings up 4th down and forever, ever. And so I believe the Rams are going to call their last timeout.
Timeout, Newton. It's their last timeout of the half.
And a drive that started on the Marietta 21-yard line has retroactively progressed to the Marietta 33-yard line. So the Rams have moonwalked the entirety of this drive. So we will see what decisions are being made.
Majestic Plumbing and Electric. Same great company, fresh new look. We've been proud sponsors of the Marietta Blue Devils for 5 years. And if you mention Blue Devils when you call, you'll get $100 off any plumbing or electric service. Visit us online at allmajestic.com.
Marietta fans, it's 4th down.
So the Marietta crowd begins to make some noise on the 4th down, as it appears that the Newton Rams are going to go for it. Benson comes out with 5 wide. Marietta rushes 3, and they still get pressure. Benson looks like he throws it deep, and it is batted down by number 20, Malachi Sanders.
Broken up by Malachi Sanders.
So after the Sanders pass break, the Marietta Blue Devils will take over with 19 seconds left in the half. And all 3 timeouts. Not sure what they can get accomplished with 19 seconds, but I think we're about to find out.
First and 10, Marietta ball, spotted on the 33-yard line.
And it looks like we are going to try a Hail Mary, or Marietta is going to attempt a Hail Mary.
Timeout, Marietta.
And the Marietta Blue Devils take a timeout.
Fans, don't forget the Spirit Shack is open today and located near the main entrance. Fully stocked with all of your Blue Devil gear. Go down today and get some of that Blue Devil gear for yourself and for the ones you love. First and 10, Marietta from the 33-yard line.
So the Blue Devils come out, and they do take a knee.
Daniel Grove to take a knee.
They call timeout to take a knee. All right. Well, looks like the half will end with the home team holding on to a 14-0 lead. And I believe we will see halftime performances by the bands. I will be back
With the score, Marietta 14
to call the second half.
0.
Thank you for watching.
Keep your seat, for the bands are on their way.
I thought that they were like, when I saw the flag on it, I figured it was intentional grounding because I was like, that wasn't a fumble.
Mike check.
It might have been.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, nah,
Hailing from one round away,
but I thought that
it is the band with the N on their chest.
ain't nobody
Representing
man
only the best, the N, the H, the S. I present to you the 2022-2023 edition of the Newton High School Sound Factory.
Yes, I did know she was a puppet.
This evening's drum majors, Justin Silky Slim Doki, and Xavier Smooth Operator Copeland. The field is yours. When it comes to Presenting the Holy Family. Japan.
That's what I know. Like, oh, I don't think I did watch it, but I didn't. I didn't see anybody else. Gotcha. I just ran off there. Straight.
Fans, let's give another hand to the Marietta High School marching band.
Right. Right. Yeah. Right.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed the two bands. Put on a fantastic show. And so the Newton Rams will kick off as they receive the opening half kickoff. So outside of a fake onside or a trick surprise onside kick, we should get our first look of the second half at the Marietta offense. And there is a pooch kick. And it is returned by, looks like, number 20, Malachi Sanders. And Marietta will start off with pretty good field position at its own 35-yard line.
Kickoff return by number 20, Malachi Sanders. Bird on the tackle. Ball placed at the 35-yard line. Marietta takes over first and 10 on their own 35.
So it will be first and 10. Rams come out with 3 down linemen. And it's a handoff up the middle. Frazier makes a man miss. And first man to meet him in the backfield was Rashawn Perry. But Frazier was able to break his tackle and get out to the 38-yard line for a 3-yard down. It's going to make it 3-yard gain, going to make it 2nd and 7. Marietta comes out with twins to the right in a pistol formation. And it's another handoff again, this time to Frazier, who gets about 2 yards on the carry. It's going to make it 3rd and about 3. 3rd and maybe 4, 3.5-ish. And Marietta comes out with 2 backs in the backfield. Twins to the right. And they go play action. And he is sacked by number 10, Elijah Turner. And so I believe this will be the first look at the Marietta punt team. And Chase McCravey will be punting for the Blue Devils. That is the Blue Devils' other quarterback. He has spent quite a bit of time at quarterback for the Blue Devils, and I believe he leads the team in passing yards. And McCravey gets the punt off. And it is returned. Nice move by Marcus Cowwise. And he returns it almost to about where they punted it from. And returns it into Marietta territory at the Marietta 44-yard line. Actually, the Marietta 43-yard line. So the Rams come out, quads to the left, 1 man in the backfield in pistol formation. They hand it off, and Zion is wrapped up again by number 31, Demarion West. You see on the handoff, he is wrapped almost immediately. Mr. Johnson has not had a lot of running room. Marietta defense has been pretty stout against the run today. Back in that pistol formation, we got twins to the left. And they hand it off again to Johnson, who bounces outside. And don't think he quite got the first down, but got quite a bit of yards on that first down. It's going to set up a third and very, very manageable for the Rams.
Down to the 35-yard line of Marietta. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And right there, bounce it outside. Nice jump cut. Gets him to the outside. And just gets what he can. It's going to be 3rd and 2 from the Marietta 35. And they hand it off again. And Johnson is wrapped up for a after, but not until after he gained the first down. So the Rams pick up a first down on the ground.
For a first down, it's 1st and 10. Newton on Marietta's 32-yard line.
So we got Benson and Johnson in the backfield again. Got trips to the right side of the formation. Williams on the bottom to his left. And they hand it to Johnson again. And this time he is wrapped up almost immediately by Anthony Crewell.
Anthony Crewell on the tackle for Marietta. Lost of the yard on the play, brings up 2nd and 11.
And once again, the Newton Rams are behind the 8 ball as far as the yardage and down and distance go. It is 2nd and 11. The Rams have 2 backs back there, Cowwise and Johnson. They hand it off to Johnson, who is still up, and still fighting, and is eventually brought down by Isaiah Sanders. But not before a big gain on the ground. Looks like the Rams have committed to the run game in this second half. It's going to make it 3rd and manageable. Going to make that 3rd and 4. And the way they've been running the ball, I'm expecting it to be at least 2 down territory if they do not get the first down here. And they hand it again to Johnson, who breaks up the middle for yet another first down. And so the Newton Rams have decided to play some smash mouth football here with the Marietta defense, just running it down their throat. They have not attempted a pass on this drive. And they have the ball again and deep in Marietta territory. This is the furthest they've been today. Nope, not quite the furthest. They made it to the Marietta 16-yard line in the first half. But now they have it 1st and 10 on the Marietta 20. They are officially in the red zone. And they hand it to Johnson again. And he is wrapped up in the backfield by Malachi Sanders. And once again, it is 2nd and long, but that has not been a deterrent so far in this second half for the Rams and their running game.
2nd and 13 for Newton.
We got Benson and Johnson in that shotgun formation, trips to the right side of the field. Benson actually drops back for the first time on this drive and throws it well over the head of Gabriel Williams. In fact, it looked like number 5, Devin Clark, for the Marietta Blue Devils, had a better chance of catching that ball than the intended receiver. So it will be 3rd and long for the Newton Rams. The play clock is at 10 as number 73, Sean Tompkins, points out to his quarterback. And they get the snap off. Benson looks, and it is incomplete off the hand of Zion Johnson. And it looks like the Ram offense is going to stay on the field and try to pick up 14 yards at least to continue this drive. And the Marietta faithful begin to make a little noise on this all-important 4th down. And Benson is by himself in the backfield. 4 receivers to the right. Johnson to the left. He looks right. He looks left. He's under pressure. He rolls right, throws the ball up. It is complete, but short of the 1st down. And I mean, he was very close to the 1st down, but not close enough. And it was an ineligible receiver downfield. I believe the Blue Devils will decline the penalty as it is now their ball. And so after another 4th down stop, the Marietta offense will take over on its own 12-yard line. So once again, after what looked like a promising drive from the Newton Rams, the Marietta defense holds on 4th down and continues the shutout. And the offense will look to build on the 14-0 lead. And a play-action pass. Gray looks deep and avoids an interception, thanks in no small part to wide receiver Aiden Brock, who knocked the ball out of Dion Lewis's hands. Dion Lewis looked like he had what was a sure interception. But then Aiden Brock came through and played DB on that. And now it is 2nd and 10, and there was a collective sigh of relief from the Marietta side of the stands. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I did. And it's a handoff up the middle. And it looks like number 40, Anthony Bynum, came with the hit stick and swallowed up Russell Bay after a very short gain on that 2nd down run, and it is now 3rd and 8. So if the Newton defense holds, they will be winning the field position game so far in the 2nd half. Gray rolls left or rolls right and overthrows wide receiver Devin Clark. And we will see the Marietta punt team for the 2nd time this half. And the Newton defense holds again. So we will see Chase McCravey attempt another punt for the Marietta Blue Devils. And it looks like the Rams have the block on. They come, and that is a shank. That is a shank punt that goes off the side of McCravey's foot. And so once again, the Rams offense will take over with fantastic field position. Starting on the Marietta 31-yard line. As you see on the replay here, the ball just slides off his right foot. So the Rams will take over again, deep in Marietta territory. And Benson comes out in that 5-wide look. And he goes with the quick screen, quick pass, and it is caught by Marcus Cowwise, who gets about 6 yards on first down. And so it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the Marietta 26-yard line. And once again, they come out in that 5-wide look. Benson drops back, quick throw. And number 11, Keon Davis, is wrapped up by Isaiah Sanders. After a short game, it's going to be 3rd and 2-ish.
Down at the 23-yard line. Is that 3rd down?
So it looks like Johnson is in the backfield with the twins on both sides of the formation. And Benson hands it off to him, and he does not get the first down, as he is wrapped up by number 31, Demarion West, after a 1-yard game. It's going to make it 4th and 1.
4th and 1 for Newton.
And it looks like the Newton Rams are bringing in their jumbo package. This is the first time I think they've been under center all game. And they hand it off. And number 4, Jamarcus Presley, is still up and still running. And he is finally blown dead at the 9-yard line or 10-yard line. So on 4th and 1, they get about 11 yards.
Tackled by a host of Blue Devils at the 10-yard line.
But they have 1st and goal from the Marietta 10-yard line. And they hand it off again to Presley, who churns and churns. Looks like they have a different quarterback in Dion Lewis.
Marcus Presley on the field for Newton.
And after a 2-yard gain, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. And Lewis hands it off again to Presley. And I believe the ball came out. And the Marietta defense recovered it. And so once again, the Marietta defense has bowed its neck and turned away the Rams offense. I did not see who recovered the fumble. Anthony Crew again with the big stop. And the Marietta offense again takes over deep in its own territory. They're going to have to get a 1st down or 2 to at least just give that Marietta defense some rest. And they hand it off up the middle. And it's a big run this time. And they do get a big 1st down run from number 33, Melvin Alexander. They call him Melvin the Great.
To the 16-yard line.
And so
another Marietta 1st down, powered by Pete
Melvin the Great Alexander gives Marietta some breathing room. Marietta's under center. Hands it again to Melvin, who, with thanks to a big block from number 26, Charles Hill,
hand off to Melvin Alexander.
is just tripped up short of a 1st down after a gain of what looks like 8 yards. And there's the handoff, and look at the big block by Hill, and Newton calls a timeout.
It's their 1st timeout of the 2nd half.
With 47 seconds left in the 3rd, looks like the Newton coaching staff, since Marietta's momentum shifted after 2 big runs from Melvin Alexander. Looks like the Newton coaching staff wanted to slow that momentum down and get that defense together.
Marietta Toyota, Smith, Cumberland, McCurley, and Packard. Walton Community, Zaxby, SAY Oil Company, Tip Top Poultry, Milton Smith Insurance, and Trader Homes. Thank you for sponsoring today's game.
So second and 2. And Marietta hands it off this time to Russell Bay, who fumbled the ball out of bounds.
Russell Bay with the carry.
But not before he picked up a first down.
Recovered by Marietta.
And there's the carry. Ball popped out. There it is. But it's still a first down. Ooh, was that a legal touch? I believe there was a legal touch by the defense. So where will the spot of the ball be? Was that official time? What is happening right now? I'm very confused. No, I guess, yeah, that's official timeout. Commercial break? What's happening right now? The officials are in a deep discussion right now. Is clearly a penalty on the Rams.
Illegal participation against Newton.
Illegal participation. Well, there it is.
Moves the ball up to the 44-yard line.
And so Marietta is the benefit of the penalty and moves the ball to the 44-yard line. I believe they're trying to get the play clocks correct. Yes. I think the play clock was started early. And they hand it off again.
Handoff up the middle to number 3, Russell Bay.
Jalen Frazier with yet another carry.
Jalen Frazier.
But there was some extracurricular activities
Gained a couple.
between the blocking wide receivers and the DBs
Flag on the play.
very far away from the play. And it looks like there will be a personal foul or an unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody. Personal foul on the defense. I did not see who it was. I just saw that there was some pushing and shoving between some blue and white jerseys, and I seen a flag come out. But it looks like there was a personal foul on the Newton Rams defense, and that is going to give Marietta yet another first down in Newton territory. And I don't believe the Blue Devils have to snap the ball again in this quarter, and it doesn't appear that they will, as there is one less second on the game clock as there is the play clock. And so the quarter comes to an end with the same score that the quarter began with, and that is 14-0. The home team, Marietta Blue Devils, lead the visiting Newton Rams. And the Blue Devil offense has at least done the job of changing the field position, as they have spent the entirety of the third quarter outside of the two last plays in their own territory. And aided by two Newton penalties, were able to move the ball into Newton territory for the first time in the second half. They will start the fourth quarter off with a 1st and 10 on the Newton 39-yard line. And I would expect to see a heavy dose of run from Marietta. And it does start off with a fake reverse, as Jalen Frazier does not give it on the reverse and keeps it for a gain of 2. A gain of 1. They fake the reverse, and the Newton Rams defensive coaching staff is screaming to watch the reverse on the next play. Looks like if they had given up the reverse on that play, might still be running. There seems to be some confusion. And Gray drops back, and he connects with wide receiver Aiden Brock for a first down. That is the first pass of this drive, which is not surprising considering that Marietta is nursing a 2-touchdown lead and kind of trying to salt the game away. Devin Clark goes in motion. They hand it to, and he is still running. And Jalen Frazier with the big run once again. Bunch of big runs from the Marietta backs. And Marietta is knocking on the end zone. And right here, look at that. Big hole, huge hole. And that was a nice block by tackle Damari Tony Hellam. And this time, number 4, Jamarcus Presley, wraps up Jalen Frazier for minimal game at best. And the Marietta offense is taking its sweet time. In no rush whatsoever to snap this ball off. They are going no huddle, but there is no tempo at all. They are in danger of needing to call timeout, and they did not get that snap off. I don't see a flag, so I believe they called timeout. Nope, it was a delay of game. And so Marietta will have 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Tried to bleed the clock a little too much. Cut an artery. And so now, as there is no point in taking time, they line up immediately. And Coach Morgan calls his first timeout of the half, and he did not appear happy to have to use that timeout, especially after the delay of game. But in a 2-score tight game, I understand why you would use that timeout there. Make sure you get everybody on the right page. 9:48 left in the game. This looks like a critical drive for both teams, as the Rams obviously don't want to go down 3 touchdowns at worst, 3 scores at best. I'm sure they are looking to try to get a turnover here. And the Blue Devils want to salt this game away. Marietta comes out in a very tight formation. And Gray gets the snap, drops back. And good defense from number 3, Marcus Cowwise. Looked like Jeremiah Frederick was open for half a second in the end zone. But Marcus Cowwise came through with the Mutombo and said, no, no, no. And so we will have 3rd and goal. A very critical 3rd and goal. Marietta huddles up with 12 seconds left on the play clock. Down to 6, 5. They send the man in motion. They do get the snap off, and it is a big hole. And it is a touchdown for Jalen Frazier, who reaches the ball over and scores on a 9-yard touchdown run after a huge hole is opened up. Look at that hole. That's some good lead blocking by Jack Stouffer. And so the Marietta Blue Devils take a 3-touchdown lead. And Parrott makes it 21-0. And so the Marietta home crowd is obviously happy. The Newton Rams crowd is considerably more quiet. And look at that hole. I mean, he's almost untouched and makes a dive into the end zone for the touchdown. Now the Rams offense will have its work cut out for them. I expect to see quite a bit of 5-wide formation, and Benson chucking the ball all over the field. He's going to need to if they want to complete the comeback with only 9 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game. And the kick is returnable. And Johnson is dancing and it's finally wrapped up at the 25-yard line by number 23, Kelvin Shaw.
Kelvin Shaw on the tackle for Marietta. Newton will take over 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Newton offense. And not surprisingly, Benson is by himself in the backfield with 5 wide outs. And he looks for the quick throw that is almost picked off by number 26, Charles Hill. Intended receiver looked like that was number 13, Gabriel Williams. It's going to be 2nd and 10. And Benson comes out again in 5 wide. Johnson goes in motion. And that's going to be a false start.
False start called against Newton.
And so Newton will moonwalk 5 yards. Gonna make that 2nd and 15.
20-yard line, brings up 2nd and 15 for Newton.
As the wind starts to whip a little bit. Feel it in my bones. That temperature is dropping. Here's some Devo. And there comes Benson out again in the 5 wide. Johnson in motion. They hand it to him. And he is wrapped up immediately by, looks like number 33, Ashton Miller. Oh, excuse me, number 31, Milo Morris. There's the handoff. And just immediately met in the backfield. No, excuse me, that was number 59. Looks like Big Broderick Tommy, the D tackle for the Marietta Blue Devils. Benson drops back again. Marietta brings pressure. And he gets it away. And it goes through the hands of Malachi Sanders. And we will see the Marietta punt return team once again.
Nolan Stanfield back to punt for Newton.
As on 4th and forever ever. Looks like we will see number 30, Nolan Stanfield. And that is a high punt that goes over his head. And that is an incomplete pass. So
Pass is incomplete.
that being an incomplete pass is actually the better outcome for the Newton Rams, because I believe instead of getting the ball within the 5-yard line, Marietta will take over at the 21st yard line, at the 21-yard line. So as crazy as that looked like, it looked like a very bad decision. It ended up working out.
Ball is spotted on the 21-yard line. Marietta takes over 1st and 10.
So you see the ball go over his head. And because he threw that ball, Marietta takes over on the 21 as opposed to on the 2. And looks like Marietta is obviously running the ball here. And they do. And once again, Jalen Frazier up the middle. Got a pretty good gain. About 4 yards on that. And I will assume that Marietta will be content to milk the clock. Going to take as much time as possible before snapping the ball, I assume. That Rams defense just looks like they have spent way too much time in this quarter on the field. And it's actually a pass. Flare out to number 7, Jeremiah Frederick. That looked like that was a pass from...
Gets it down to the 12-yard line.
I guess that was great.
3rd and 2 for Marietta.
It is going to make it 3rd and very short. And the handoff goes to Frazier, who makes a man miss,
Jalen Frazier on the carry for Marietta.
but does not get the first down.
Anthony Bynum on the tackle for Newton.
And Anthony Bynum wraps him up and stops him short of the first down.
The play brings up 4th down.
So it is going to be 4th and very short for the Marietta Blue Devils. So we'll see if we will see the Marietta kicker for the first time attempt a field goal as opposed to an extra point, or if we are going to see the Blue Devils go for it on 4th down. And I think that they are going to let the clock tick down, the play clock tick down all the way to 1 and call timeout, which they do. So with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game, the Blue Devils call timeout, their second of the half. They have 1 left. The Rams have 2. And they are going to discuss whether they are going to go for this on 4th down or if they are going to kick it and try to take 3 and make it a 24-point lead. So we will see. And once again, the Marietta and the Newton bands are battling back and forth. Having a little bit of a crunk off. And it looks like Daniel Gray has come out with the Marietta offense in the jumbo package. And they hand it off and get the first down.
Handoff goes to Melvin Alexander.
And Melvin, as they say, the great Alexander, gets the first down and more and makes it 1st and goal for the Marietta Blue Devils at the Newton 9-yard line. And the Rams make a substitution, bring it in Carve Packer for Sean Thompson. And the Blue Devils hand it off again. And Fraser's in the end zone again. Having himself a heck of a day. And so here's the replay here. Big hole, almost untouched. Good blocking by Broderick Tommy there. And Parrott puts it through. And so the Blue Devils lead by 4 touchdowns to none. 28-0 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. So it is at this point in the game, the question becomes less and less, will Marietta or Newton advance, and more, will Marietta hold the shutout, or will Newton score? We shall see. I don't want to make assumptions. I'm a Falcons fan. I know the game is never over. And that is a touchback. So the Newton offense will start on its own 20 with 80 yards till pay dirt.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So the Newton offense again in 5 wides with Benson by himself in the backfield. And quick pass. And he's got a man downfield. Picks up the first down. Looks like Elisha Turner. And the Rams run to the line of scrimmage. I'd expect a bit of tempo from the Rams offense. Back in 5 wide. And Benson drops back and Throws and again connects with Gabriel Williams for another first down. And with back-to-back first downs, the Newton Rams are showing life and very close to Marietta territory on their own 47-yard line. Benson is by himself again in that backfield with 5 wideouts. And he drops back. And this time, his attempted pass to Qualad Deloach is broken up by Kelvin Shaw. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. With 5:01 left in the game. Benson again in that 5 wide. Marietta with the 3 down linemen. Benson drops back and has a man. And again, that's Turner on the reception. Makes it 3rd and about 5. A lot of substitution in the Marietta defense, trying to keep guys fresh. Benson in that 5 wide, this time with 3 wide receivers to the right. Drops back and throws it behind Marcus Cowwise. So that's going to bring it 4th down and 5. And the Rams will be going for it. Don't have much to lose. And so once again, 5 wide. And it's complete to number 11, Keon Davis. And the Rams offense stays on the field. Moving the ball into Marietta territory. 1st down on the Marietta 34. Benson drops back again. Throws it deep. And this time it is picked. And he's still up. He's got a lot of room. Makes a cut inside. That is Jace Arnold. And the Marietta defense again makes a huge play. And Jace Arnold's interception and return sets up the Marietta offense in very good field position. Benson throws it deep. And Jace just out jumps the wide receiver for the ball. So the Marietta offense will take over on the Newton 38-yard line with 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. And another handoff to Frazier, who was one Mark Howard tackle away from breaking another big game. Still got about 7 yards on 1st down. The Marietta run game has been phenomenal the entirety of the game. And the Newton band has been crunk the entirety of the game. You cannot take that from them. 4 touchdown deficit. Them folks over there have been playing the entirety of the time. They stayed crunk. Cannot say they did not bring the energy today. I believe that was an official timeout. Yeah, I don't see either team has had a timeout taken. The clock continues to run. This time they hand it off to Russell Bay, who makes a man miss in the backfield and gets very close to the 1st down if he did not get it. Looks like he is just short. It's going to be 3rd and a very short one. Marietta's in shotgun on this 3rd and 1. And they toss it to Bay, who has a big hole and is eventually brought down
Handoff to number 3, Russell Bay.
by Kyle Veasley
After that,
and Damon Hanks.
Presley. But that's good enough for another Marietta.
Here's the
down.
toss.
Howard
And a
back
big
to
hole off that left tackle. Nice lead blocks by Broderick Tommy,
line.
who spent some time on the D tackle as well. 2nd and 10, or excuse me, with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in the game. The Blue Devils hand the ball off to Russell Bay, who is met in the hole by number 4, Jamarcus Presley. But not until after about a 3-yard gain. And obviously the Marietta offense is content to just let that clock bleed.
Second down and 8 for Marietta.
1:30 left in the game.
Spotted on the 21-yard line.
And they throw a quick screen. And that is a touchdown pass to Jeremiah Frederick. And so Marietta salts this game away with 1 minute and 7 seconds left. Daniel Gray completes the touchdown pass to Jeremiah Frederick. And who basically waltzed into the end zone. And Parrott puts the extra point through. And so the Marietta Blue Devils increase their lead to 35. And so I believe I can say unequivocally that the Marietta Blue Devils will be moving on to the 2nd round, and I believe that they will be on the road unless there was an upset. And I'm not sure, I don't have any scores in front of me. And that Newton band still crunk over there. Marietta band and the Newton band have been battling all game. It has been fantastic for the fans here in attendance. They have been treated to if you're a home fan, you've been treated to a good brand of football. If you're away, well, you've been treated to, your band has been representing the entirety of the game. And a squib kick goes out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty on Marietta. There's that screen pass. Nice blocking out front by Cole Davis or Jack Stouffer. So we have 1 minute and 7 seconds left in this game. Looks like the Rams are going to come out in 5 wide and try to see if they can at least get some points on the board here. Benson drops back, and that ball is batted at the line by number 12, Anthony Cruel. No. Anthony Cruel with the Matumbo. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10. Benson drops back and is immediately under pressure. Looks, and he stepped out of bounds. That was Demarion West, came through, that he shook, but could not shake his next defender. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Looks like he did get to the line. Nope, 3rd and 11. So that's going to count as a sack. Benson drops back, and he connects with wide receiver Elijah Turner. Going to be 4th and short. So 4th and 2 with 51 seconds left on the clock. See if the Newton Rams can get another first down here and hold on to the football. And they do, but there is a flag on the play. And that's going to be an illegal man downfield on the offense. Someone was not lined up properly, which made one of the wide receivers an ineligible wide receiver because none of the linemen went downfield. So somebody was not off when they were supposed to be on. I didn't play out that way. I didn't play wide receiver, so all I know is somebody wasn't lined up properly. I don't know who it was because none of the linemen went downfield, so somebody was lined up incorrectly, making them ineligible. And Benson drops back again and is under pressure again and connects with wide receiver Gabriel Wilson again, and he is lit up immediately by Charles Hill. And that is going to be short of the first down. So the Marietta offense will take over. And I believe we will see one knee with 33 seconds left on the clock. I doubt we see another quick screen. Might, but I doubt it.
Marietta takes over on down. 1st and 10, Marietta from the 49-yard line.
And yet we will see the Marietta offense take a knee. And so final score of the game is going to be 35-0. As the Blue Devils will let the final whistle blow. They won't be snapping the ball again. Five, 3, 2, 1. The game is officially over. The Marietta Blue Devils have won and will be moving on to the second round. The Newton Rams season comes to an end, and both teams will shake hands. We appreciate you here watching the game. Thank y'all for your support. The game's over now, I can say it. As always, be somebody.